Hello again, my name is Jorge Iniestra Urrutia. I'm not an expert at this YouTube thing when it comes to uploading videos, therefore explaining why I got cut off from my first video, or part 1, this being part 2. And I want to invite you to please watch the first video completely, because it's extremely important when it comes to why there is a protest that's being organized against Telemundo's censorship towards true and substantial and relevant journalism, specifically against a journalist by the name of Ruben Luengas that used to have his own news program up until September of last year. And that's what I was going to get at before I got cut off in the first video. When his program was canceled by Telemundo in September of last year, it seemed like Telemundo had left him with the liberty to report the news that he was used to reporting, which was the only window that the Latino community had in order to stay informed and educated about issues that are extremely relevant to us, the Latino community, and beyond. It just so happens that Ruben Luengas reported, or flew to Mexico City to report live about the presidential or recent Mexican presidential elections. When he came back from this trip, this 2-week trip where he reported like no other journalist from Mexico about what was going on, and all of these accusations, which are millions of accusations, and apparently there's a mountain or mountains of evidence that show or that prove that this newly elected president by the name of Enrique Peña Nieto, who represents the PRI party, PRI, which is the Partido Revolucionario Institucional, in English being Institutional Revolutionary Party. There's all the evidence that points that this president, or newly supposedly elected president, was imposed through corruption, the buying and coercion of votes. Some of this buying of votes involving public money, as in taxpayer money. Well, when he came back from reporting the truth from Mexico, we all found out that his news program, that half hour that he would have to report on the news, was completely manipulated and changed. The format of this half hour was completely changed in order to prevent this journalist from heading this half hour and from reporting news of substance. All of a sudden, the Latino community was hit in the face with the reality that he was thrown in this pile of other news programs where they would report on issues that are really not considered issues to anybody, unless you are into finding out, what the latest soap opera is going to be, or unless you want to find out what certain actors and actresses are going through in their personal lives, because believe it or not, they introduce a section within this half hour of serious news programming in order to report about these extremely superficial subjects that affect no one. Besides the sports section, and besides the weather section, and besides sharing this half hour with another anchor who I have nothing against, and they just report on things that do not, once again, affect us in any way, shape, or form. And I wanted to make that clear, because this censorship wasn't the type where they just fire someone, obviously, because he's still on the air during this half hour, but the way that it's been manipulated, the way that it's been, the new format has been introduced, it doesn't give him the chance to report like he used to. And the Latino community is enraged. The Latino community is insulted, because it seems like Telemundo has decided that the only things that Latinos care about is what the latest soap opera is going to be, sports, and the weather, and maybe the latest fire in the hills around the local area, freeway car chases, and maybe the murder of the day in some impoverished neighborhood that would just confirm the fact that there are certain areas that are just unsafe because of the minorities that may live there. But anyways, I just wanted to make that clear, and I invite you once again to the protest that's going to be held on Friday, September 28th, in front of the Burbank studios of Telemundo, and the address will be posted beneath this video. Thank you very much, and I'll see you there.